All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Infi versus Moon taking place here on Amazonia. I believe this is Infi spawning as the red night elf over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Moon has, I believe, spawned as the blue night elf over here on the top right. I know Moon is this ellipse name, the dot. Meanwhile, Infi is that name, but I'm not quite sure which one is which. One is at 8/10 supply, when one is at 7/10 supply. Let's take a look. Who is building the Ancient of War? That would mean that this is in fact Infi, so because he is down on one supply and Moon has spawned, because he's not building an Ancient War, has that additional point of supply. So my assumptions are correct. Blue is Moon, and, well, blue Moon, and, well, red Infi. All right, Ancient of War getting pestered very early on, and that is actually a big setback right there. Will that Wisp be able to get away? Wisp doing a little bit of a dance back and forth as we're taking a look. Well, Infi in serious trouble already. Keeper of the Grove getting trained up. We're going to see perhaps a bit of harassment coming in from both sides, and no Ancient of War to be placed down or spotted anywhere. What is going to be this long-term strategy here? I still don't know. Let's take a look at where all of these units will be traveling off to next, as the Keeper of the Grove should be making its rounds out and perhaps trying to be a bit aggressive and annoying, but he's not going to have the army to back it up. Seeing two Night Elf players in this mirror match, both not going for an Ancient of War, makes my head scratch, in terms of what the actual long-term strategy and the long-term play is going to be. We are getting up that Hunter's Hall. Keeper of the Grove is now out onto the field, and it looks as though the Keeper of the Grove of Infi wants to try and do some creeping, but Moon is going to try and disrupt this right here, right now. Here you go. Keeper of the Grove now making its way back down. Now, I will say this. The Keeper of the Grove is a hero that actually loses efficiency the longer the game goes. Keeper of the Grove now gonna go ahead and back off there. There's the detonation. Who got the experience? Moon gets the experience away from Infi. Beautiful use right there, and now summoning some Ents. Why does the Keeper of the Grove start to lose some of its efficiency as the game goes long? Well, one of the resources that you rarely ever think about in a game is actually the number of trees. In a mirror match, with two Keeper of the Groves, it is actually possible to not have any more trees out on the battlefield, and thereby making the Keeper of the Groves one of his primary abilities rather useless. We'll see if the game does actually go long enough to happen. I'm not 100% sure, but the Keeper of the Grove still wandering around here trying to get pressured off. Meanwhile, Infi is, well, playing ring around the Tree of Life, wants to make sure that it doesn't take far too much damage. And let's take a look at this. That Force of Nature does end up getting taken down. Force of Nature is coming back and forth all over the place. Let's take a look. A rogue about to get taken down. And if Infi can just, well, get this little bit of experience, he should be fine. But Moon may end up being able to steal it once more, and that is still potentially a bit of trouble. All right. Force of Nature is trying to finish off some of those units. Let's take a look. Is he going to be able to come out ahead? Not 100% sure. It looks as though, well, Tome of Intelligence has been dropped by that one brigand there. And, well, Moon, knowing his drops, purposely swings on over to try and pick it up. Taking the tier 2 should be well on its way, about 33 to 40% done by Moon. Meanwhile, Infi has yet to start that tech to tier 2. Keeper of the Grove now heading back off to the north here. Hunter's Hall, Ultra Vision being researched. Altar of Elders, Huntresses ready to go. As we're looking at the Tree of Life, teching the tier 2. What are the tier 2 options at this point, and what are the units going to be coming into the mid-game? Dryad Bears is a common strategy. Is Moon going to go for something unorthodox like Mass Fairy of the Dragons again? Or is it going to be some other brand new play that, well, I have yet to predict and foresee? Huntresses now out onto the field. And Huntresses should be able to clear up these creep camps fairly fast. 29 supply compared to 30. Both sides pretty even, as Moon gonna try and engage up against these Huntresses. and Entangle quickly goes down, and Infi going to get the benefit of this very quick and easy kill. And whoever is able to pick off more Huntresses from their opponent at this stage should end up coming out ahead. Both of the players have level 2 Keeper of the Groves. Both of the players will be able to use Entangle. And are we going to see an Entangle right here? There is an Entangle straight up on that Huntress right now. Entangle on the other side. Are we going to see a detonation? And, well, let's take a look. A Shadow Meld right there. There's the detonation. Sacrificing a unit once more. This Huntress is going to try and get away. Ends up getting bashed by the Kobold Tunneler. And Moon gets a little bit of a lucky break there. This one Huntress will end up getting taken down. There are owls out on the field. Keeper of the Grove now gets bashed himself as he tries to retreat. Low hit point Huntress going to slowly regenerate hit points back at nightfall. Meanwhile, 33 supply compared to 24. Moon is in serious trouble, falling behind 8 supply as the Keeper of the Grove of Infi should end up getting to level 3 here. Oh, let's take a look at it. Down it goes. Gloves of Haste. Wisp not. Well, there's the detonation as the Keeper of the Grove sitting at 115 mana. Keeper of the Grove, Claws of Attack +6 plus the Mantle of Intelligence means +9 damage. Add in the fact that he has Gloves of Haste and he will be attacking much more quickly as the Keeper of the Grove tries to engage against the Renegade Wizard here. Keeper of the Grove going to use that Lightning Shield. Nope, not using the Lightning Shield. Just, I'm going to, I guess, try and hold position there. Thank you, Wax Strats, for the host. Keeper of the Grove finishes off that, well, I believe that Renegade Wizard. Back off to the north, Lightning Shield, making it difficult to try and manage all of these units. Brigands and Enforcers are falling, and Infi with a sizable advantage overall, this host. All right, let's take a look. Enforcer will get taken down. Tome of Agility +2 will get picked up, and there goes the Enforcer. Keeper of the Grove also has Devotion Aura as well. We'll see where it's going to be traveling to next. Ents getting joined in on the fight. Let's see. Slow cast across multiple units. Infi has to play this game very carefully. He could end up losing much more than he bargained for, as so many of these units are in the red. Meanwhile, what is Moon doing? Moon is sitting and training up a bunch of glaive throwers, and now going to be using the Zeppelin. Goblin Zeppelin, very effective with that unarmed, or with that bonus to unarmored units with that siege damage, and also being able to use that range effectively against all of these trees. Ancient of War here, ready to go. Moonwell's getting placed down. Let's take a look back at the other end. Glaive Throwers, well, making short work of this pressure as the Huntress, well, is able to retreat here. All right, Keeper of the Grove is in trouble. Will it be able to get away? Now down to 150 hit points. This Keeper of the Grove could try and get an entangle off. There it goes. Finally uses a Scroll of Town Portal. Not quite sure why it didn't entangle the corresponding Keeper of the Grove in order to buy himself some time and get away. Keeper of the Grove, very low on hit points. Moonwells, what are they going to do? Not very well. They will be bone dry after this, as a handful of Moonwells are still available. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. All of them are pretty much dry, as we'll see what the follow-up play and strategy is still going to be. Infi looking to clear out some more of these creep camps. The Ents taking a lot of damage. Fairy Dragons are out onto the field as well, and the Fairy Dragons with that piercing damage could deal a lot of damage, shut down those glaives, and also do enough piercing damage to those Huntresses to neutralize them. Tree of Life now making its rounds over. Fairy Dragons being brought in from the north. Let's take a look. Rock Golem and Snares being placed down, as the Rock Golem will end up getting taken down. Up a little bit of damage right there onto that Fairy Dragon. Nothing a quick phase shift will not will recover from, as the Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 4 picks up a Scroll of the Beast. All right, handful of units now all taken down. Fairy Dragons are here ready to go. 46 supply compared to 43. Moon is slightly behind in terms of overall supply. We're going to see a couple of Ents joining in on the fight. There you go, ready to join in and ready for the battle. Huntress is going to be here ready to go as well. Keeper of the Grove. There is a roar. However, the roar falls a bit short as units have already started to fall. Fairy Dragons going after the Ballista or the Glaive Throwers in the backfield. It looks as though the Glaive Throwers are trying to get picked off one at a time. Glaive Throwers are now back down onto the ground, as the Keeper of the Grove may try and buy a Scroll of Healing to offset all of the damage absorbed by so many of these Night Elf units. Ents continue to join in on the fight. low hit point Huntress. Well, still trying to regenerate some of those hit points. Keeper of the Grove sits at level 5, very close to level 6, picks up a Cloak of Shadows and Tome of Agility, as that Keeper of the Grove is already at 7 armor. Keeper of the Grove, once again, rolling on out with these Glaive Throwers. Where are the units traveling off to next? Fairy Dragons, Huntresses, ready to go once more, as the expansion of Infi is going to give him the economic advantage. And surprising that we still have not seen Moon try to establish up an expansion of his own. All right, 45 over 60 supply compared to 48 over 50. We are getting level, I believe, level 2 weapons upgrades, as the Keeper of the Grove finally gets to level 4. Fairy Dragon show up onto the field. Are they going to be able to poke down some of these units? Panda's now out onto the field as well. Breath of Fire across multiple units here. As you can see, the Glaive Throwers are just dealing so much damage. Fairy Dragon's going after the Glaive Throwers, down to 110 hit points. Wisp trying to do a bit of repairing, unable to do exactly that, as it gets taken down as well. 40 supply compared to 43. Moon has now taken the supply advantage, as the Ents are now looking to join in on the fight. There goes another Archer, though, as both sides have suffered big casualties. 37 supply compared to 40, as we are looking at repairs to try and save the Glaive Thrower. Still not working. Fairy Dragon's trying to get back away. Meanwhile, Panda needs to retreat, already down to 120 hit points, very low on mana and hit points, as the Keeper of the Grove here still holding onto a Potion of Greater Healing. All right, Panda will be in trouble. There's a Scroll of Healing. Potion of Healing could be used. Yes, Potion of Healing is used. Panda does not have that much mana. I don't know if it was really worth it, as the Keeper of the Grove could now be in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal being used instead, as the Panda looks like it will survive ever so barely and hang on. 12 minutes into this game. Goblin Zeppelin overhead. It is completely empty. Meanwhile, Ents trying to make their way back down to the south. Ancient of War is in position. We are looking at a Tree of Life establishing up an expansion down at the 6 o'clock location, as we're still looking at the Goblin Zeppelin and the Alchemist making their way over here to the top right. The Keeper of the Grove sitting comfortably at level 5, wants to get to level 6 for Tranquility, and once Tranquility is on the table, that Night Elf army is that much more difficult to try and take out. Keeper of the Grove and Panda sitting at level 5, level 2 respectively. Alchemist sitting at level 1 compared to the level 5 Keeper of the Grove. Alchemist has a lot of work to make up if he wants to be nearly as effective in battle. Infi is still holding the economic advantage, and we'll see how long this holds true, as the Panda is he going to try and perhaps land a couple of decent breaths of fire across these Archers and these remaining units. All right, Acid Bomb straight up onto the Panda. Panda, where's it going to go next? There's the Breath of Fire across multiple units again, as the Fairy Dragons could get taken out as well. All right, what is going on? More damage being done across. There is, I believe, a Scroll of Town portal, or was that a Staff of Preservation? Couldn't really tell, as the units are still trying to fight back every which way. Alchemist being forced to pull back here, as the Goblin Zeppelin picks him up and moves him behind friendly lines in order to stay in a good position. However, the Alchemist now finally retreating back. Keeper of the Grove of Moon continuing the push, sitting at level 5, almost at level 6. The Fairy Dragons will get taken out. There's level 6 now, and with level 6, it almost certainly means that we are going to be looking at, well, Tranquility. All right, Ents also joining in on the fight. Alchemist should be able to get to level 2 here. There goes are we going to see a Fairy Dragon? There goes Fairy Dragon. Tranquility now being as Alchemist finally within range of the Tranquility to regenerate a bit of hit points. Meanwhile, back down to the south, Trent's trying to take down this Tree of Life. More units are going to continue to engage. Panda fighting back against the Ancient of Wind, as the Keeper of the Grove, well, being brought to the forefront again. Archers with their superior upgrade, I believe they're with their superior upgrade, 700 range upgrade, very high damage indeed. Meanwhile, Ancient of Wind could end up getting taken down as well. Great Streams missed the SC2. Yeah, I do miss a little bit of SC2, no, but at the same time, glad that I'm still able to cast some WarCraft 3 for you guys. All right, ooh, thank you for the bits, PBJ, nom nom nom. That sounds delicious, as the Archers now heading back over here to the top right. Ents make their way, ready to engage. There goes a couple of Ents here, they're just going to get picked off. Keeper of the Grove already sitting at level 6. And the Alchemist with Chemical Ray, what's going to really go down here could end up continuing to live and fight another day more and more. An Ent, however, disrupts or unsummons, dispels magic, deals damage to all of those force of natures. Level 2 on the Alchemist, getting about halfway to level 3. Meanwhile, back off to the north, the Keeper of the Grove, using that Clarity Potion, wants to get back up to at least 400 mana in order to freely cast Tranquility and whatever ability he wants. Archers here, ready to go. Keeper of the Grove finally makes its way back off to the north. Moon finally expoing here, and this is at, well, pretty much at the start of the 15-minute mark. Right now, about to pass 16 minutes as the Panda looking to perhaps finish off some of these units. Trent's now joining in on the fight. Let's take a look. Keeper of the Grove is in fact sitting at level 5. Panda gonna try and, well, pick up some additional items. Not quite sure where he's going to be going just quite yet, as the Panda could in fact get to level 3 if the Keeper of the Grove was not, well, stealing some of that experience right there. Panda not picking up the Tome of Agility. Meanwhile, landing back down, Panda could try and finish off some of those units. Entangle onto the Keeper of the Grove. Tranquility quickly cast behind it to try and keep all of those units alive and well. All right, Fairy Dragons, well, getting picked off very quickly. Archers continuing this fight here. Moon doing a great job with that Tranquility to hold whatever advantage he in fact can. Panda sitting at level 3 has a Clarity Potion of his own. Is he going to be able to Breath of Fire and finish off any units? That is the big question, as the Panda is still racing after all of those archers. Alchemist here, ready to go. Panda also here, ready to go. They're going to make their way over here to the top right and try and fight this out. Let's take a look. Alchemist, is it going to be able to push back those Pandas? Yes, it will. But I don't really think they were meant to win the war. Just buy a little bit more time to execute the strategy that Infi really wants to do. Expansion is now up. Let's take a look at the gold difference. About, what, 35 or 3,400 gold is about the total gold difference right now, as we're looking at Ancient of Wind about to get taken down. Infi is still in a good spot right now. Keeper of the Grove now gets to level 6. If he can somehow maintain mana on that Keeper of the Grove, he will pretty much be even compared to Moon. All right, back down to the south. Archers trying to put pressure on the Ancient of War. Glaive Throwers once again being trained back up. 49 supply compared to 45. Where does it confirm the supply count? Nope. Right, nope, not anywhere here, as we're taking a look at units going back off to the top right. Archers, Goblin Merchant Shop, gonna be running off to the north here. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 6. Panda sitting at level 3. Gonna be going up, I believe, a level 6 Keeper of the Grove and a level 3 Alchemist. Both sides pretty much even in terms of hero levels. It's not gonna come down to just the heroes, but who is able to get the most out of his or her respective hero. Back down to the south here, let's take a look. Where is Red going? Yeah, Infi just seems to be a little bit lost right now. He doesn't really want to engage. There's a Breath of Fire, level 2 Breath of Fire, as the Ents are just quickly taken down. All right, Staff of Preservation saves that Glaive Thrower right there from near destruction. Meanwhile, Archers look to retreat back, perhaps under the cover of a Scroll of Healing. All right, let's see where we're going to be going next. All right, Glaive Thrower is throwing down those glaives. Is going to be able to finish off any of those units. Breath of Fire across multiple units, however, quickly counteracted by Scroll of Healing. Panda will need a follow-up Breath of Fire for it to really amount to anything, but looks like he wants to just get out of the situation as quickly as possible. Glaive Thrower, 53 to 104 damage. Siege damage. Archers 18 to 24 with the medium level 1 medium armor upgrades. Is it gonna be enough? Panda seeing that cross over here, level 3. There's a big Breath of Fire once again. Panda acting as a pin cushion could easily finish off some of those trends. I wanted to say hedgehog for a second because it does look, just make it blue and it looks like Sonic, at least a little bit to me. Maybe I'm just too tired to make sense of anything. Keeper of the Grove shows up at the party, gets entangled, unable to continue to challenge. Another entangle as well. Panda ready to just go after all of these units. Archers getting taken down as the Panda looking to just continue to press through with all of these units here. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 6, getting very close to level 7. It looks as though, well, that unit still in a good spot. Let's take a look. Back off to the north here. I still do not see the Altar of Elders. Altar of Elders is off over here. I could have sworn there was a third hero, but I guess it just still has not been resurrected yet. Back off to the north. Keeper of the Grove. Well, gets an attack on the Tree of Life and now looks to back up here. Meanwhile, Ents are now joining in on the fight and trying to just push this front line here. So much normal damage as the Panda is able to absorb a lot of piercing damage. This is still a big problem. Those glaive throwers and that range damage is just so far to be accounted for. All right, Alchemist seeing at level 3. Panda gonna try and go ahead and engage here. Let's take a look. Tranquility being well turned off on cooldown as the Keeper of the Grove here is seen at level 6, but is also missing the mana to cast Tranquility. All right, Panda gets sent back home. Nope, gets teleported to the Archer here. Archer could end up getting taken down. Level 7 now on the Keeper of the Grove. Are we going to see perhaps? No, still more Ents joining on the fight as the Archers have really taken the majority of the damage here in this game. Goblin Zeppelins being brought up back over. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 7. Let's take a look. Panda sitting at level 4. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 6. A big advantage there. As we're taking a look at the Alchemist about to get to level 4 as well. All right, Panda's still trying to hold his own, constantly getting body blocked here, and that may end up becoming a problem as the Panda has nowhere to really escape, run, or hide. Let's take a look. Oh, he still has nowhere to run or hide as he's still trying to make his way back out of this location here. Archers looking to pull back. Let's take a look. Panda could end up getting surrounded. No ensnare though, as we're looking at the Panda just still walking around in circles. What is going on here? Just walking around in circles, trying to take down Wario as... No, that's not Wario. That's Panda. Well, sorry. Look for a second, look like Wario. All right, Alchemist back onto the field. Chemical Rage gonna go after some of those glaives, be able to take down one. I do not believe he has any more. Staff of Preservation sends him back home again. 35 supply compared to 45. Moon is in the clear advantage again with a 10 supply lead, and well, this Ancient of Wonder is about to be destroyed. Moon, you got to remember, was behind earlier this matchup. He has caught up and now taken the overall lead. It is just going to be up to him to try and close out this match. 23 minutes, 15 seconds in. Alchemist sitting at level 4. Where is that Keeper of the Grove? Keeper of the Grove is off over here, perhaps looking for more creatures to kill, perhaps also picking up a scroll of healing to try and counteract anything that, well, Infi might do to him. Panda on the way, ready to move on out. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 6. Potion of mana on that primary Keeper of the Grove hero, and he should be able to lead this army without fail and without issue. 47 supply compared to 42. Infi losing 12 supply. Moon 2. All right, let's take a look. Wisp being brought over. There is a detonation there. Damage getting added up as the Trents are trying to figure out what is going on. Panda is in a little bit of trouble, taking a lot more damage than he would have suspected. Wisp is himself to the front line. No, it is not, as the entangle of the Keeper of the Grove stopping the other in its tracks. Alchemist now trying to go after some of those additional units. There goes an Archer. Perhaps he can try and gain one of these Force of Natures as well, as the Keeper of the Grove is well calling Tranquility to try and heal all of these units back up to full. Tree of Life also joining in on the fight, has the Nature's Blessing, able to walk into position and fight back against anything that may try and threaten its position. All right. Tree of Ages here, ready to go. Are we looking at a Tavern Hero? No, not yet. Meanwhile, back off to the north here. Glaive throwers are attempting to take down the... Nope, not attempting to take down the Tree of Ages. Shooting past the Tree of Ages. to get some big bonus damage or big damage in. Alright, let's take a look. Crystal Ball. The item, well, the item of choice here as the Tree of Ages is gonna get healed back up. Let's take a look back across here. Scroll of Town Portal, Scroll of Healing, exactly the items that I suspected earlier. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Alchemist and Farseer, level 7, level 4. Acid Bomb straight up onto one of those archers. Archers taking that damage over time as these archers look like they're gonna try and flee through this whole entire backline position. Archers pelting away. There's some detonations again. Both sides losing a lot of Ents as the Tranquility now being used. By, I believe this is Moon. Moon now using Tranquility finally to try and heal back up the remaining units out on the field. Panda is sitting at level 5, almost at level 6. Once it gets to level 6, that Earth Storm and Fire is just going to be so powerful. As you're going to take a look, Panda could easily finish off some of those units here with a little bit of aligned help from the ballistas, but no help really came, as we're going to be looking at archers now getting taken down as well. All right, archers trying to stay alive. Scroll of Town Portal gets back home to live and fight another day. 26 minutes into this game, still no clear-cut winner as of yet. 37 supply compared to 43. Moon is significantly behind, as the glaive throwers, archers and glaive throwers, may become the new meta for Night Elf, as it deals with so much, and it actually is able to do a lot of damage when you are accounting for the armor types. Panda sitting at level 5, almost level 7. Glaive Thrower seeing that 2-0 upgrades, attempting to finish off this Ancient of War. Ancient of War should most likely just get taken down here, as we're looking at the Ents trying to take down some of those Wisp as well. Panda ready to engage. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Tree of Life down to 200 and some odd hit points, now down to 100. And it now finally feels like Infi perhaps expanded a little bit too quickly, or didn't build enough base defense to try and deter the opponent away. Force of Nature still bringing in a whole bunch of Ents here. Ancient of War trying to join in on the fight. Staff of Preservation saves a unit, as the Keeper of the Grove could end up getting taken down. Yeah, Keeper of the Grove taken down once more. That is going to be a big advantage in terms of heroes, as all of a sudden... Wait, who won? Keeper of the Grove and Panda, which would have been, I believe, Moon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.